Hey, this is Noah here. I'm going to give you some information and tips on how to solve or improve almost any problem or situation in your life. This is a tool that I've been using for a little while now. It's amazing. I wish I had known about this 10 years ago or more. So this situation is fairly simple. Let's say you're having an issue in your relationship, at work, with your family, with kids, with job, any problem or any situation. Look, every situation that comes up is really an opportunity to improve your life. Here's an interesting thing. We only tend to get angry or upset at ourselves, not the first time we encounter a problem. But if we keep repeating an issue, if we keep hitting up the same problem or the same situation in our life and it's not improving, then it starts to drive us mad. We start to get frustrated at ourselves. We start to get mad at ourselves. Why haven't I done something about this? Why haven't I moved this? Why hasn't this happened? And then we start blaming the situation. We blame other people. We blame our partner. We blame our boss. We blame our job. So here's a really simple tool for working through almost any problem or situation you're encountering, okay? It goes like this. It could be small. It could be like, I'm pissed off of the way like she looked at me, or the way that or she got mad at me because of something, or something happened with my boss, or anything that it annoys you, anything that like frustrates you. Your frustration is a tool. It's a sign that there's something that wants to be improved in your life. And generally speaking, the reason we haven't improved something in our life is because we don't have a system for handling it. A system. So here's a simple system, okay? What you do, you got a problem or something I'm going to show you on this pad. I usually take notes on my phone, on the Notes app. I just fire up a new note. When there's a problem or situation, don't do this in the immediate. Just breathe through the situation. Be open to seeing new things, being open to it. You got to work with your feelings so you're not too triggered in the moment, so you don't get too upset. You realize that this problem is actually an opportunity to level up. Actually, another thing about that. So think about this. The ability to handle problems has to do with your level of ability to solve a situation. We all have problems at any certain level. But if you can think of this as like a level, let's say a level person in character and attitude. Let's say I'm at a level 2. Well, a level 4 problem that comes along is going to seem really big to me. It's going to seem like it's out of my range to be able to really handle. But if I level up my system for handling problems, my character and my attitude, my ability to stay positive in a situation, and rise and know that I can use this to rise above it, I'll eventually level myself up. Once I level up to a level 6, that level 4 problem doesn't seem to be such a big deal anymore. It seems to be like, oh, I can handle that. I have a system. I know how to work with that. Imagine if you level yourself up to a level 10, that old level 4 problem will be as simple as brushing your teeth. It was no big issue, right? Okay. Here's how we level ourselves up and have a system for handling it. So you take your piece of paper, what I do, or your notes, and I usually put right at the top the date. So I put in the date, 2021-08. Let's see, today is the 18th. And then I like to put the number of the problem. So that would be today's first problem. I give it a title, boss yelled at me, okay? I'll just say boss yelled. I'm just making this up real time, on the fly, unscripted. So I like purple pens, but my pen's not quite writing here. But you get the idea, okay? Boss yelled. Then write just 2 to 3 sentences to remind you of the situation. And my recommendation on this is this: there's just 4 components. The situation, what you want to remember, empowering in thoughts you want to remember, then observations, and then the last category is what you can do about it. And this is easy. It usually takes me 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, you start with the title, put the situation. And I recommend with a situation, keep it simple. Don't put any judgment in it. Make it something that's as simple, just to remind you of what of the situation, not to describe it, not to explain it. We get into these habits of like running on about it. That's not what this is for. This is so that you could show anybody, even the other person that maybe you're upset about or the situation, and they would agree that that was simply the facts. Like boss yelled, didn't complete assignment, complete assignment, and turned in late. That's it. One sentence. Okay, real simple. That was the situation. I'm going to abbreviate. Then you write down things you want to remember. And by remember, so I put remember, and then I put a couple things that get me into the mindset of the tools, the quotes, the inspiration, the things I want to remember. Like, for example, like that are empowering thoughts. Like, this is an opportunity for me to level up. That would be a good remembering thing. That's usually on my one of the top things on my list all the time. If it's something with my partner, it's like we both want to win. Like, what's the deeper truth? What is the deeper thing here that you can tap into? Maybe you can tap into something deeper, maybe not. Another thing is like, this is all here to help me grow. Not necessarily all for my good, but help me to grow. Or another thing that you might want to remember, like any quotes that you've been working with lately probably will come in here. This is another good remember is like, I truly want to succeed. Okay, so you got a couple of things to remember. I usually do like 1 to 5, whatever is like top of mind. Okay, then you get into observations. And under observations, my next category, observations, you write down, what did you notice about this situation? And specifically, like, what led up to this that got you in this position? So for example, and these, you gotta be really truthful to yourself, like honest, like, I didn't do my assignment. Simple, right? Or it could be like, I was mad at Jill, so I blamed her. Or it could be like, my boss asked for the assignment and I ignored him. Or like, I was too busy. Or just like whatever might come up. Or like, she said that she doesn't want to actually work with me anymore. Or just any of the observations, any of the kind of context around the problem, the things that you kind of have to work with. And the more kind of you can bring in, the more you kind of have to work with. And sometimes my list will be like anywhere from like 4 to 10 things or 4 to 15 things, okay? So those are the kind of observations. What's the context around? And then the last part is, what can I do about it? Very important. What can I do about it? Okay? This is where I get to take personal responsibility of doing exactly what I need, what I can do, what's in my power to do something about it. This is not, they need to do something else. This is not pointing fingers. They should do this. They should do that. This is like, what can I do? So if in this particular example, didn't complete the assignment, like, I can, and this could be just brainstorming, like ideas. And it's great to have a shoot for about 10 ideas, okay? It can be like, I can set a reminder of when an assignment is due. I can look at why I can slow down to look at why I didn't complete the assignment and see if there's some help that I needed. I could have asked my boss for help. I could have asked for clarity on when it was due. I could have asked for why it was important. I could ask Bob for some more information. I could ask for more help to get more data to complete that assignment. Or it could be like, I could make sure that if or for example, if I'm doing a workout, or like or one I did recently was I had more weight than I wanted to. So what can I do about it? I could exercise each day. I could put together a plan, a target weight. I could put down some goals. I could do this. Just focus on a list of things that you can do. And that's it. Like, that's really all there is to it. So, title, a quick description of what happened, what you want to remember, things that empowering quotes you're working with, something you heard in a book, something you heard elsewhere, observations about the situation, the context, and then what you can do about it. And then see what out of that list of things you can do about it, you can actually do. And here's an interesting thing. If you start to do anything to improve the situation, you start to feel more empowered, more in control, and like you're actually moving forward, and like you have control again of the situation, that it's not just something out there acting on you. This could be anything. This could be about politics. I've been using this about I've been frustrated about there being trash out in our neighborhood. And so I start to write down the observations, what I can do about it. I can walk around, I can pick up trash while I'm going on my run or on my way walk back. I can organize some trash pickups. I can just take a moment to walk around the block and pick up trash. I can ask other people in my neighborhood if they would like to join in on trash pickup. I can look for charities that support. And then as I start to do those things, I feel better about the overall situation. I feel more empowered. And then I have a system for how to level myself up. And as I do this, I'm already noticing. And then situations that used to really frustrate me, and this will start, just do this for a week. See how you feel after 1 week of doing this. Maybe you have 1 to 3 issues a day. Maybe you don't have many issues for a couple of days. See how you feel. And then you start to realize that I have a system for handling problems. I can actually take on bigger and bigger problems and issues because I have some way that I can deal with them. So that's what I got for you today. I hope this was helpful. My heart is that there's value for you and that it improves your life and those around you, and that you really find some real value and use out of this. And if so, I would love, leave a comment, put something in there. I would love to hear what kind of problem, if you use this, try this tool. Let me know how it works for you. If you make some of your own personal adjustments, make it yourself, that's awesome. Let me know what works for you. If you have a problem you think is just too big, put that in the comments for it. But I challenge you. You can't judge it until you've tried it, right? Because everything you know is just a thought, just knowledge, and you don't actually know anything until you've lived it. So if you want to have an opinion on something, you got to live it first and try it. So that's it for today. My heart goes out to you. Much love. I'm Noah Code. Have a great day.